This is how we're starting it. Because we've been having a little thing in the car and we both can't figure it out and I feel like a fucking idiot.
A ventriloquist. No, that's not it.
Tranquillicist. Hold on.
Tranquillicist.
Tranquillicist. No, it's fucking not
What
that.
we're trying to pronounce is the creepy little dolls.
The people with the puppets.
A tranquilliquist. No.
Tranquilliquist.
Vanquilliquist?
No. Ventriloquist.
That's it.
That's where we're getting it wrong.
Say it again.
Ventriloquist.
Ventriloquist.
Fucking dumb.
Wait, is that definitely right?
We were starting with Tran. That's what was fucking.
Tranquilliquist.
That's what was tranquilliquist. And I was going, that doesn't sound right.
Ventriloquist.
God,
Wow.
Jesus, this fucking dumbfounds me that we've got a podcast.
60 minutes over here. Current affair. Call Tracy. We have sorted it the fuck out.
I'm embarrassed.
Do you know one word that fucks me off that it's spelt the way that it's spelt? Exaggerate. Like it should have a D in it. The way you pronounce it,
It's got a
exaggerate.
double G.
I know, but it sounds like it's like exaggerate.
Yeah, but that could do, like, why wouldn't you pronounce iron? Welcome to the podcast.
Shittest intro of all time.
I reckon that's one of the great intros of all time. That's great.
Ventriloquist.
It should just start cold. You know what I mean? Of us going tranquil.
Tran-
No, hold on.
It's true.
That's the intro. I reckon that's a great intro.
Perfect.
Do you know I had a guy actually DM me and he was like, get rid of the fucking intro. He's like, I'm already locking in to listen to you. He's like, I don't need you to tell me what to do.
I like that.
He was like, fuck it off.
I kind of get what he means.
So
it's
do I.
very like podcast. Sorry,
He was like, it's too radio.
That's what I mean. It's very podcast and radio-y to be like, hi guys, welcome, and here's what's on the show. It's like, well, people have come to the podcast to listen. They know there's going to be shit on the show.
Yeah.
Red light, green light, welcome.
Another fucking shocking intro from Lou.
Well, you never give them a go. I'm the only one with creativity around here.
If that's what creativity is, we're fucking in a lot of hot water, bud. Red light, green light, eh?
Mm-hmm. Changing it up this week. Usually we do this at the end.
Yeah, I like it.
I'm ready to fire up because we usually have beef during red light, green light.
I reckon we'll beef on this one too.
I reckon I'm going to bar. Oh, fuck. I need to stop saying bar up because you think it's an erect penis.
That's correct. That's what it is.
Well, it's not in
Burr
my
up.
head.
You want to burr up?
No, I'm not going to burr.
I reckon this one will burr you up.
Okay.
Peanut butter and cheese on toast. Green light for me. I fucking love it.
Do you know what?
I love this.
I'm going green light. Bedwetters.
Fuck yeah,
Do you
dude.
know why? Because you've named my two favourite foods. I will have peanut butter by the spoon.
Have you tried it?
No. But I will get around it because people used to get weird at me. This will probably make you go, get the fuck up and get out.
Yeah.
Peanut butter with tomato and pepper. Trust me. Jarch, don't knock it till you try. If I'm going to try the peanut butter and cheese.
I'm willing to try.
Yeah.
I'm not convinced.
No, I know.
I know.
Let me explain it. Not soggy tomato. So like crispy, crunchy toast.
Yep.
Crunchy peanut butter. Not like the soggy shit in the middle of the
Yeah.
tomato.
I gotcha.
Like hard, almost ripe tomato.
What? How the fuck are you eating your tomatoes if they're not ripe?
No, you know what I mean? Like they're quite hard ones.
Okay, yeah. Jesus.
And then twist.
Bit of pepper.
Let's not do that.
Gluck,
Let's
gluck.
not do that
That's
again.
that gluck, gluck.
That's the Gluck Gluck 9000, not for the pepper. Then you twist the pepper on it. Beautiful.
Okay.
Phenomenal almost.
I'm willing to give it a go. This whole peanut butter and cheese thing only started by accident as well, and now it's one of my favourite meals.
Wait, what kind of cheese?
I've mixed it up because I've thought if tasty, like the good Australian tasty cheese, it's like peanut butter, toast, peanut butter with little blocks of tasty cheese on it.
How thin or thick is the cheese?
It's up to the individual.
Okay, because I'm a thick girl.
Oh.
I like a big...
I'm a thick girl too.
Because if it was appropriate, I'd eat cheese by the block.
I have.
Yeah, good. So have I. Now that we've admitted it. Not so have I. I've sat there and had a nibble.
Same, dude.
Yeah. Beard wetters
Quite
today,
often
man.
I'll cut off like a disgusting amount and I'll just hold it like it's a fucking Zupa Duper. I'll walk around and just eat the fucking thing.
Josh, you are preaching to the choir.
Yeah, good.
Because that's what I do. And people are like, that's too thick. And I'm like, hey, in my eyes, there's never too thick cheese.
That's one of your favourite sayings, never too thick.
Yeah, no.
Yeah, isn't it?
There is too thick.
Not when it comes to cheese.
Not when it comes to cheese.
But so I was fucking blind drunk once and I was at a mate's. It was when I was like 18 and he was living in England. Mm. And so we'd gone out at night on the piss in London, got home. The only food he had was bread, peanut butter and cheese. And I was so pissed and so hungry. I go, fuck it. I'm going all in here. Did it and then took the first bite and I was like, holy, I've generated something here out of this fucking world.
God's gift.
Yep. Okay, green light.
Yeah.
I'm proud of us.
Seriously,
I thought we were going to stink on that.
I'm also a big food mixer. Like, you know how I love my gherks.
Yeah.
I'll put like a huge slab of cheese with my gherks. I'll have peanut butter and apple.
Yep. Apple and cheese.
Yeah.
Yeah. You like hot foods?
Love hot food. I'm a chili girl.
You like your foods like you like your blokes.
Spicy.
Just hot.
Yeah.
Nailed it.
So green light.
Green light.
Green light on mixing foods, I'd say.
Yeah.
As a whole.
Yeah, as an umbrella, I'm happy to mix. That's why I like sweet and sour pork.
Yes.
But I won't share it with you motherfuckers,
Yeah.
so
That's a red light.
give me one.
Red light, green light. Wet willies.
Green.
Red. Grow up.
Nah.
Grow up.
You sleep with 3 teddies, you can't tell me not to have give people
Mate,
wet willies.
who would
Fuck
you do a wet willy to?
Anyone.
Would you do it to me?
Yes.
That's fucked.
Didn't I do it to you the other day? No, who did I do it to? Oh, it was when we were watching the State of Origin with the Hello Sport boys. I think I gave Burma a wet willy.
So you like full on big suck in the air, twisty round.
And I will laugh like a maniac. I find it so funny.
Do you know,
It's such a gross thing.
I know someone who gave a Uber driver a wet willy.
No.
You can't be doing that. You can't be doing that. The poor bloke's just driving him home and he's like...
No. What did the driver do?
Blew up. As you should. Inappropriate.
Oh, my
Time and a place
Lord.
for a wet willy, and like very rarely is there a time and a place for a wet willy. And I can tell you that much, that an Uber driver is not the place.
Red light to the Uber driver, but that's fucking hilarious.
You're probably going to do that next time you're drunk.
I hope not. I truly hope not. Jack, don't do it when you're pissed. Don't do it when you're pissed. See, to me, just thinking about his brain going through the motions of like sitting back there, he's bored. He's like, how do I spice this Uber right up? I'm going to give this fucking bloke a wet willy. That is fucking hilarious in itself. It's not play on, but God, that's funny.
It's not play on at all. I'm like an annoying passenger in an Uber. Like, I'll be like, can I put some music on?
Yeah.
Have you got a phone charger?
Yeah.
But like, that's just like, what?
Well, that's
what comes
assault.
over your mind?
That's assault.
It is assault.
That's
Well, technically, your wet willies around the office could be assault.
yeah, that's correct.
Don't do it to me.
Well,
You know what'll happen.
Obviously, I'm gonna.
Well, you want
Obviously.
to get done with the criminal record? Come right over to my ear,
Just
mate.
add it to the fucking list, sugar.
Agree to disagree. I'm saying red light.
I'm saying green. That guy, whoever did that, you're a fucking legend. That's hilarious. Red light, green light, stealing from supermarkets.
I'm going red light, but there's a clause.
Yeah.
If there's a pick and mix,
Oh, right. You'll nick nuts.
I'll grab like a lolly pick and mix.
Oh, yeah.
I'll
Sorry.
grab a couple. Like if I'm grabbing a pick and mix, one's going in my bag, one's going in my mouth.
You badass bitch.
I know, naughty.
I'm green light.
Are you one of those fuckers who...
Mate, I had a system.
You are one of those guys who put like a whole like roast chicken in a bag of like mushrooms.
Dude, I had a full system. It was foolproof. I got caught once.
You're going to get arrested from this podcast.
No, it's like
Assault for wet willies.
I could be lying.
Stealing.
I could be lying.
Okay, go on.
So what I'd do is I'd get my meat because I'd just do like I'd do the expensive stuff, obviously.
Yeah.
Toiletries, meat, that sort of thing. And I'd have these big headphones on. So I'd be going through the self-checkout and I'm just putting shit through and then I'd just throw it. This was before it like weighed it and stuff. I'd just throw it into the bag. And I was like, if you ever get busted, just act none the wiser. Like, And I did get busted one day.
But you got the headphones on, so you can't hear the beep.
Big headphones, and I'm like sort of like overtly like, but subtly bopping my head to let them know there's shit going on in the headphones. Blah, blah, blah.
You deserve an Oscar for this.
Thank you very much.
Jesus.
So I was doing it one day in fucking Coles or something, and I get a tap on the shoulder, and I go, fuck. And I'm like, I've drilled about 3 fucking steaks here into this old bag. And I like look to the left, and she goes, you meat. And I go, oh. And I lifted my headphones off my ear and looked at her really innocent. I said, oh, sorry. She goes, that meat didn't beep. And I go, oh, I'm so sorry. She goes, that's all right. And I pulled just one of them back out and thank you for that. Sorry about that. And then put
You're a dog. You're an absolute dog.
It worked. When we were in uni, me and the Hello Sport boys, Burmo and Eddie and Streety, we used to do things called meat heists where we'd go into the supermarket and we get a shitload of different meat, and then we'd ask them to put 4 Frankfurts in the bag, and we walk around the supermarket, eat the Frankfurts, then put the Frankfurt sticker over the huge like $100 order of meat, and I'd scan it through for like 15 cents.
And did it work?
Fucking oath
Like
it
every
worked.
time?
100%.
I had guy mates at uni, and they'd walk around when the girlfriends were like doing the flat shops, and they'd get like a juice, like a big, like bacon and cheese, like loaf or whatever, like a bag of chocolates, a block of chocolate, and they'd just eat it all in the supermarket and just dump it.
Yeah.
Like in the apple mix, throw the plastic thing, throw the juice.
Yeah, they've got onto that though now. Like they're way more onto it now.
See, my thing is that I would be like so awkward and nervous if I'd put something like I remember the other day I'd accidentally come home with something under my arm. You know how you like walk out?
Yeah.
I think it was like a box of something. I can't remember what it was. And I got home and I was like, oh, it's like, am I not going to be able to go back to the supermarket? They're going to recognise me. I was like, I'm probably going to go in there and be like, oi, that girl with the Cocoa Pops?
Yeah, the teenager
Get her
packing
back
the shelves
here.
who does not give 2 fucks about anything.
The Frankfurt story's criminal.
Yeah, that's living though. You're,
Did the adrenaline get to you?
yeah, it's good, but like the little guy needs to get one back from the big guy occasionally, and that's a way that we could do
I
it.
feel like there's other ways that you could do that perhaps instead of illegal things.
Burn down their headquarters and stuff.
Yeah.
So you think we should commit arson rather than steal some fucking meat? Okay.
I'm going to go with a red light on that one.
All right. Well, I'm green for both. Now I've got one that's might be personal to you.
Okay.
Red light, green light. Sending pterodactyl noises to people's DMs in order for favours. Anyone ever done that? You think anyone's ever done that? Anyone ever sent a pterodactyl?
Green light. You know the problem with that guy? So I'd posted something on my Instagram and I'd said, like, hey, can anyone help me out with this or whatever? And he said, I've got the answer for you if you send me a pterodactyl impersonation. So I, within 3 seconds, was like, perfect. Did, a really good one for him.
Yep, it was good.
And he goes, I'm so sorry, I feel so guilty. I don't even have the answer.
He's a fucking genius.
I was like, you piece of shit.
What a fucking
You got me.
legend. That is great. That's all time.
Didn't even have the answer.
You're a goat, mate. He sent me a DM of that interaction, and I was like, trust me, I'm bringing this up.
I couldn't believe it.
Fuck, that's great.
I wanted to unsend the message. He didn't deserve that impression.
Oh, mate, you're a fucking goat. Good work. You gotta. She acted like an idiot for nothing. Is that brand Hermes?
Yeah.
That a fancy brand?
Yeah.
I'm going to rob you one of these days. Just letting you know, if there's a balaclava clad individual with a relatively raspy voice in an alley, it's probably me. Give me the bracelet,
I can
bitch.
hear you under my bed. Hey, you taking the bracelet off yet? I'm coming for you.
Or just an arm reaching up and just like looking around for on the jewelry plate.
Red light, green light. PDA.
Fucking red.
Green light.
Dude, I've been like, I had an ex-girlfriend, like I was seeing a bird for a while, who was so PDA.
Okay, time and like to the extent how PDA.
So she'd get like upset with me. We were standing at the Nelson once, I remember, with all my mates, and she was like passionately making out with me.
No.
And I was like, oh, you got to get the fuck off me, eh? And she was like really upset, like that's so fucking
Okay,
rude,
that's
blah, blah,
just like criminal.
Yeah, dude.
Hooking up with someone in front of all your mates.
Yeah.
Like, just wait till you get home.
And even in front of even she tried to do it again in front of randoms. I'm like, oh yeah, bro, I'm not really into it.
No, okay. See, I'm all for like if you're dating someone you actually like them. My worst thing is when you're like on a date with someone and they're clearly way more into it than you are, and they're kind of like trying to touch you or like put their arm around you. I'm like, get off me.
But that's not PDA, dude. PDA is like fucking like real hectic shit.
Well, I like there's an extent to it. I like PDA with someone, you know, if I'm into them or it's my boyfriend, they're, you know, rubbing my leg or, you know, touching my arm and maybe a kiss on the forehead.
Yeah.
That's what I'm into, but I'm not into sitting on someone's lap and hooking up with them in the middle of a party.
I personally
Like
love
a friend of ours we know.
Yeah, yeah, correct.
You know who we're talking about. She's listening.
I'm super cool with like getting fingered on the dance floor and stuff, which I have been.
Why do you have to take it there?
Because I have been, and I'm happy with
Wait,
it.
you haven't been fingered?
Yeah.
On your bum?
Of course I haven't.
Oh, well, you know, there were other places the fingers could go. Or I thought you were meaning...
Just in my mouth. Like,
I thought maybe you were meaning you had a wristy on the dance floor.
been there.
Have you had a wristy on the D floor?
Yeah, when I was like 18, I think at the like in fucking Greece or something.
Would you not just like move from the dance floor perhaps?
Yeah.
I want to ask something gross.
Yeah, you can. Didn't.
Okay.
Yeah.
Didn't even need to ask.
Didn't, nah.
It's fine, Lou.
Yeah,
I got you.
you're
I
on
got
it.
you on this one.
Yeah.
You're fine.
We're on to
Okay.
it.
So we're both red light that like hooking up in front of people is a no.
Yeah.
But are you like you and Steph are out and about? Will you hold hands?
Not big hand holders.
No.
I will.
I can't imagine her being a big hand holder though.
She's more of a hand holder. She yeah.
When you're walking down the street together?
Yeah.
Skipping?
Skipping along, but I'm not, you know, you don't fucking need to.
Yeah, you live together. You don't.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yeah, I see that.
Well, yeah, I don't know.
No, I don't mind the old handhold, but I'm not going out of my way to be like, hold my hand this entire time.
Yeah, no, that's fucking annoying.
Yeah. And it's like, I'm also like, I want to, move and do my own thing.
Yeah, also, if I get a text, I'm like, let me fucking text.
So red light, green light to the wristies on the D floor?
Green.
This one actually came in on the DMs. People said they wanted to know more stories about us as children. And obviously we know that I was an 8-year-old little fat porker.
Yeah, we do.
And I said to my parents, I was like, what are some good yarns about me when I was a child? And Mum goes, what about your 10th birthday party? And I thought, fuck, we're in for a ripper here.
I don't doubt it.
So I, for some reason, age 10 was like obsessed with Fear Factor.
Joe Rogan.
Yeah, like obsessed with it. Like just, shh, Dad, Joe Rogan's on. It's Fear Factor time. So I wanted a Fear Factor birthday
Fuck,
party.
that's weird.
So
What do you even do for that?
well, Franco got really into it. Like
that, Franco.
he set up like 4 different stations for people to get through like challenges. And
That's sick.
There was a prize at the end. So I was Joe Rogan, so I was the host.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Like, and my brother's got a camera and he's filming it all as well. So I've got this entire thing on film.
Amazing.
We should do a live screening of it.
I'd love that.
Yeah, we should invite podcast listeners to
Yeah,
watch it.
I'd love that.
But so my brothers are filming the entire thing, and I'm wearing, like, Mum had taken me to like HBK, which is like some like urban kind of like hip hop sort of cool store back in the day.
Yeah.
And I'm wearing like a denim skirt and like a pinstripe top that's like clearly way too tight for me. And like I've got this little fat belly hanging out the bottom.
Yep.
And then I wanted to wear a blonde curly wig.
Oh, 'cause
Like imagine like Kath and Kim here. Like,
notoriously Joe Rogan, the blonde curly guy.
yeah, so I'm literally walking around with like a microphone being like, all right, everybody, welcome to Fear Factor, Louisa's 10th birthday.
You're such a fucking weirdo.
Like, and I had like 12 mates. And so there was like station 1 and it was like, also, bear in mind, Franco loves this kind of shit. Like at another one of my parties, I think I was like 18, he dressed up in like a coat and like had a walkie-talkie and pretended to be like a bouncer on the door.
Love the sound of your old man.
And I was like, don't, Dad, you're
No,
embarrassing
that's
me.
fucking hilarious.
The first like section of the Fear Factor was, I think you had to like run up the stairs. There were like 6 balloons you had to like pop and then run back down. It was like time kept. And then if you got one of the fastest scores, you get round to round 2. And then round 2 was all these like yuck foods. You know how they'd always have to eat like worms and stuff? So it would be like...
Well, they couldn't put nice foods there or you just fucking devour them. You'd win challenge 2. No, the host rules. Lou wins. Lou wins challenge 2. On to 3. Correct.
Actually,
Correct. You'd get jealous of all the kids eating the nice food.
out of the way, give me the gummy worms. That's my fairy bread. Move.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, so gross shit. What sort of gross shit?
Like, I don't know, I think Dad would have put like barbecue sauce, like hoisin sauce and like gummy worms. And, like,
Yeah,
it wasn't
okay.
even bad. And I just had
Just
this
mixtures.
vivid memory of my friend Bridget going, "Ugh, yuck, I can't do it." And we're like, "Come on, Bridget." Me on the microphone, "Oh no, she's not going to do it. Is she going to finish it? Bridget's out of the running." Like, what is wrong with me?
I can picture you as a kid. I can picture you. I don't think as a kid you're that different to how you are now.
Yeah, the biggest attention seeker.
It's like, I can just picture it.
And then I think there were 3 people, no, like 7 who got through the last round. We had a swimming pool.
Yep.
So Dad had put like weighted things at the bottom and they each had numbers and it was how many you collected were the biggest points.
Strong.
Whatever. And so it was Sammy, Emily and Jane. And Jane was obviously going to win. She's like this little soccer sports star.
Yeah.
And so then we had prize giving at the end. And so Dad's got like a podium. And so like Jane's up the top and I'm like handing out being like, "All right, and in 3rd place we've got Emily," and like giving her a prize. And then Jane came 1st place. I think she got $50.
Fuck off.
Pretty good for like a 10-year-old.
Dude.
But it's like,
What?
"All right, and in 1st place we've got Jane." Like, I'm just, it was like, I didn't even care that anyone else was there. I just wanted
It was
the
the Lou show.
microphone.
It was the Lou show.
And then this is how like selective I was. My best friends, like 5 of them got to stay for a sleepover and we made like dance videos. We like moved the couches and made like a full-on dance thing. And I obviously was at the front and everyone was behind me.
So how did they see anyone that was behind you? so when we rewatch the videos, it's just
me.
you.
It's just me shaking.
It's just you. Mum reckons when I was like fucking 2 to 3, I went through a phase of being like getting really upset if I didn't get another lolly. I go, "Mum, can I have another lolly?" She go, "No, darling, you've had enough lollies." I go, "Well, I want another lolly." "Darling, you can't have another lolly." And I'd go, and I'd hold my breath. And she was like, "You'd hold your breath till you passed out." I'd faint.
Until you got another lolly.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't get another lolly. She'd let me faint. She was like, "Listen here, you
Your
little
mother would let you faint. That's surely bad for you, isn't it?
Couldn't have been good. Well, if you're cutting off oxygen to your brain,
And you're 3.
you're 2 to 3 years old.
Smart 3-year-old.
I would disagree with that.
Oh.
I was holding my breath until I
I was going to
passed
say,
out.
I don't think I'd know to do that now.
Yeah, neither. I don't even remember doing it. But she's like, "You'd hold your breath and then I'd just like sway, hit the ground and then come to straight away."
You never got the lolly.
Never got the lolly.
Franco was obviously a pushover because I always got the lolly.
We could tell.
You could tell I got the
We
lolly.
could tell. It's
you
just
know-
crazy shit like that.
Another yarn that my parents reminded me of, I after school would go to, Franco was a dentist, so I'd go to his dentistry after school and just kind of like hang out there and lurk around.
Yeah.
And he'd give me the computer so I could play on Neopets or something. His emails were on there. And so I'd sometimes email my friends, but it would come from like Dad's business
Oh, no.
account. I was sending swear words to my friend Taylor, and I think I might have said like "fuck you" or something.
Yeah.
And I'm like 9 or 10.
Yeah.
And then I have this like vivid memory of Mum and Dad sitting me down at a cafe and being like, "What have you been doing after school in the back room at Dad's work, Lou?" And I'd be like, "Just playing on Neopets and eating." Why? And then they just like pass over the table this piece of paper. And I'm like, turn it over and it's the emails that are like, fuck you. Like,
Yeah,
there's no, like, I don't even know what fuck you means.
Yeah. You're just
like, I'm
writing
literally just sending it to Taylor being like, you know, and she's probably replying, fuck you from her dad's work emails as well.
Yeah.
And I was like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know what it meant. We were just sending emails and and because it obviously beeped to dads, like whoever looks after his work emails, being like, well, they're sending like abusive emails from the work account.
Of course, it would have pinged it. It would have pinged it, dude.
I know. I would have been the worst child. It would have been an expensive childhood in terms of the grocery shop.
No shit, dude. And you know what? Junk food ain't cheap.
No, I would always wait. I would always either go with mum for the grocery shop, or
Of course you did.
or I would wait till she got home and then help her with the groceries. And we'd get, you know, those like 12 packs of chips, and obviously it would be like 4 to Chris, 4 to Matt, 4 to me, and I'd like rip it open and grab the flavours I want, like grab another one. Be like, no, there was only 11. There was only 11.
You fucking pig.
My brothers were just like, what is wrong with you?
Onto the swearing thing. I remember me and my brothers decided to I think my older brother might have broached it, being like, listen, how about we make a little pact between the three of us that we can swear around the three of us, and no one gets snitched on, no one tells mum. Because usually if you're like, fuck off, you idiot. You're
My
like,
brother said that.
Mum. And I distinctly remember me and Will being like, yep, we're good to go. And the little brother Henry was like, can't do it, man.
Henry.
And we're like, Henry, dude, we can swear around it. And he's like, I'm not doing it. And
But there's always one.
But who is now the fucking roguest unit of all time?
Henners.
Way roguer. But he was just like, sorry, boys, I can't do that. And me and Will were like, please, mate. I remember being like, please, just let's have this pact so we can swear. He's like, not a chance, cunts. You fucking swear? Mum's hearing about it. And it was like...
Did he tell that you even had the pact?
No, he didn't snitch on the pact.
Oh,
but because
that's something
the pact
I would
was
do.
It never came to fruition.
Never worked. My brothers would always tell me things, and then I'd be like, I won't tell mum and dad. And we went away on a holiday trip, and we found a jet ski and like some bikes or something in a holiday home we were renting because we'd found a key. So we were like rummaging around this garage that obviously wasn't meant to be open, and the boys were like, you cannot tell mum and dad when they get home that we've been in here. And I was like, I won't. The door opens, mum and dad get home, and I go, I've got something to tell you, but I'm not allowed to tell you.
Oh, you fucking
And my brothers are like, oh, no.
Why?
Because I was the youngest, annoying little girl. Just like,
would.
yeah.
Oh, bro. When we were on holiday once, this is pretty fucking pisser. Pretty wild when you think about it. We got these like industrial strength laser pointers. They were fucking strong, right? Anyway, obviously as kids, we were like, I think the parents were in the other room like having drinks and stuff. And we were laying there out, like we're in a high rise in the Gold Coast in Broadbeach. And we're like hitting cars as they drove past.
Yes, they're so dangerous.
Driving, like we were just laser pointing cars, right? Anyway, we get this knock on the door of the apartment. And mum and dad obviously were like, who the fuck's that? And we're just there going, just laser pointing these cars. The police are at the door. Oh, no. So apparently, then obviously mum and dad come in the room and they're like, boys, what have you been doing? We're like, nothing. They're like, have you been using your laser pointers? And we're like, oh, fuck. Apparently what we'd done is we'd hit someone in the eye, blinded them with these laser pointers, and he'd hit a telegraph pole, crashed his car into a telegraph pole. And then the cops had to be like, he's like, someone fucking hit me with a laser. And then apparently we were pretty easy to find because they just looked up and they just kept seeing these bursts of lasers coming out. So they just counted the floors.
Oh my God.
They were fucking hitting these guys with...
Was he injured?
No, he was fine.
They're so dangerous,
They
those
are
lasers.
pretty wild, yeah.
We used to use them at the glowworms and pretend to like people that they were the glowworms.
What's that?
Glowworms.
What's that?
You don't have those.
No.
The Waitomo Caves in New Zealand.
Oh, yeah. How weird is it, Tobbs, that we don't have the Waitomo Caves
Jarch.
in New Zealand, in Australia?
That's
a bit weird,
it's
isn't it?
It's a monument or whatever it's called. Like, it's a big thing there.
It's so odd.
No, it's a big thing. They're glowworms.
Yeah.
Worms that glow in the dark, Jarch.
Real worms?
Yes, real. They're in the Waitomo caves.
Why would we have the Waitomo fucking caves?
Well, it's a great spot if you ever go to New Zealand.
Well, I will.
Head to the Waitomo caves and don't bring your laser and pretend it's a glowworm.
Oh, so that's what people used to do? Or they'd
My
hit the
brother would do
worms with
No,
lasers?
he would use his laser pretending to be glowworms, and then little kids would be like, "Whoa, Mum, there's a red one." Chris would be like, "Suck
You also
shit."
couldn't take you there because you probably mistook them for gummy worms and ate the natural fauna.
Sorry, the
natural
Waitomo caves is closed. A little 8-year-old.
Louisa Dowden's been through again. Sorry, guys. Give us 2 weeks. They'll be back. She was a big feast this time. This fucking kid, just you, glow in the dark fucking worms.
It's time for Jarch's favourite segment of the show.
Hinge notes.
Hinge notes. They're back, baby. The first one I'm starting off with today is...
These are going to sound more professional too because we've got headphones on, we've got them fucking, we've got it linked up.
I'll give a shout out to Jess McNally, who went out of her way to text me saying, you got to get those Hinge notes, technically wired up or whatever because they sound like shit. So this is for you, Jess.
We've done it.
Appreciate your content and feedback, mate.
Love you, Jess.
God bless. Okay, this one is dating me is like.
Mash. When I say sex is common to my girlfriend, I say to her, "Hey, sugar tits, why angry face?"
I'm happy with it. I'm happy with it.
I want to be there when they're recording the impressions.
Know. As soon as I heard Yaksamash, I was like, oh, fucking Borat bullshit. But I'm going to tell you something. He won me over.
I bet you can do a Borat.
I don't think I can.
Maybe this time I'll beat you in a
Maybe you will.
impression.
Yaksamash, very nice.
Not bad.
Okay.
Hi, my name Borat. Very nice.
This is grating to listen to.
Out of all the Hinge notes, though, I don't mind that one. It's just so...
It's fucking ridiculous.
That's what I mean. It's just so ridiculous and lame that it's funny.
I know, but I love when he called her sugar tits. Really...
Also, my favourite part of it is that I'm pretty sure there was someone in the background. Like at the start, you can hear like a woman talking.
Yeah, it's either like
his wife?
sister or it's his wife.
His wife. What are you doing? I just making voice recording for Hinge.
Just my mate loves Borat impression. I'm just sending it to one of the boys.
Just in the WhatsApp group.
No, that was good. I liked that one. Sugar tits.
Okay, this one is proof I have musical talent.
To the place I belong.
Oh, he fucking means it.
West Virginia, Mountain Mama.
God.
Take me home, country roads.
What a fuckhead. I'm sorry, but I find nothing more cringy than like someone acknowledging that they can sing. Like, you know when you go to karaoke?
Oh, and that person gets up and
But
they're
they're
like...
really good. They're really good.
That's
You're
not-
like,
not what
shut
we're
the
here
fuck
for.
up. We got good. You can sing.
Yeah, we'll put on Mariah Carey if we want good.
Yeah.
Like, seriously, we want shit.
We'll chuck the orcs in.
Yeah.
You know what I
We'll
mean?
put on Biebs. Like,
Yeah.
karaoke is for shit singers only.
Yeah.
But also my thing with that guy is, yes, he's a good singer, but he's not a wow singer.
No, he's not that
Like,
good.
you know when people are trying so hard? Like, bless.
No, bless.
No, he probably goes
Fuck
to
Bless.
singing lessons, Jar.
Yeah, which is fucked up. And that's if
Anyone who sings out there, you're fucked up.
No.
From Jar.
No. If he's going to singing lessons and he puts it as a hinge note, I find that to be incredibly narcissistic.
His hinge note.
Yep.
Why?
Because it's like he's like, I find it fucking lame, bruh. I'm like a sultana right now. Like, look how well I can sing, ladies. Yeah, I can sing like a fucking... it's just...
I feel like he'd be the type of guy who would be like, after the date, he'd be like, come back to mine. I'll get my guitar out. We can jam.
100%.
I'll serenade you.
And
Country road.
and he'd smile
Oh, don't.
while he sings.
Ugh.
He'd look you dead in your eyes. Look at me. And he'd go like this. Country road. You know what I mean?
The way you did that was him.
You know what I mean?
Do you want to see a photo of him? Like, just what
Yeah,
you performed just there
Yeah.
was him.
Oh, yeah. Oh, fuck, his name's Jack. Fuck.
Similar to you.
You were disrespecting our wonderful name. After Borat, I needed a real fuck one. And you gave it to me. Could imagine just him singing into his phone as well.
Oh, don't.
You know what I mean?
He's probably in like the bathroom at work.
Yeah. No, there's really good acoustics in there. I'm going to go and record my Hinge note in there. Fuck you, Jack.
The funniest part is, bless his soul, he would have recorded it at least 8 times.
100%.
Like, there's no chance that's a one-hit wonder.
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
Not a chance.
Okay, this guy has said an overshare.
I'm basically on this app to it's a bit embarrassing, but to find someone to look at my rash. Will that be you? Hit me up.
That's a ripper.
Nah, that's not doing it for me.
That is.
I know he's taking the piss this time, though.
But that's hilarious. I love will that be you? Call now on 666.
I know that one's a full-blown joke, but I wonder what goes through his mind sitting there going, this is a ripper. I'm going to pretend I've got a rash.
That's a funny cunt to me. That's funny. Lou, that's your kind of humour.
Yeah, but it is, but it isn't. Like, when I see you get all excited for it, it makes me just go, you're in the same caliber as these
That's
guys.
fucking.
It's not that funny.
Not as country roads. I'm not.
No, I'd put you the same as him. 2 jacks. We're in their leather jackets singing Country Road together. You'll get what's it called?
This is the final episode of We Mean Well.
You'd
Thank you
get
everyone for listening.
You'd get a tandem motorbike, and you'd be on the back hugging him, and you'd both be going Country Road, and your ukuleles on the back in a little satchel.
Sounds kind of cute.
There you go. You're a big fan of him now.
Dude. I loved that guy.
I didn't match him.
Will that be you? Any more?
You want one more?
I do.
Okay. Just because you've been such a good boy, one more Hinge
I
note.
did look like a little boy. I was going.
Please, I do, Lou. Please, Lou, I promise. I won't ask for another lolly. I just want one more Hinge note.
Something you've never said. You've never promised you won't ask for another lolly.
Okay, this guy said, dating me is like...
Like a box of chocolates. Fattening.
That's creepy to me.
He's going to fatten you up. That's what he's doing. He's fattening you up. He's fattening you up.
Yeah.
It's odd.
It's odd.
It's an odd way
It's
to...
a thing, though. People are feeders.
Your parents, number one.
Oh. But that's like a fetish of people.
Is it?
Yeah, like people could be obsessed with like feeding someone. Each to their own, though.
Absolutely. If you want to feed up, and he's weird.
Or maybe he's one of those people in the bedroom who has like whipped cream and strawberries and he wants you to lick it off.
You ever done that?
Have I ever?
Mm.
No.
Don't recommend that.
Oh, did you try and be sexy? Oh, no, I don't know if I want to hear this.
You don't.
Nah, go on.
It's just not fun.
Go on. What did you do?
Nah, it's just...
You're embarrassed. I've never seen you embarrassed. He's going red.
I'm not going red. I've implemented that before. Mm-hmm. And let's just say, you know how we like mixing foods? Mm. Those are 2 foods I don't like to mix.
Cream and strawberries.
The human body and whipped cream.
Oh, right. Was it on your body? Oh, was it on your... Then someone else's?
What?
Was it...
It just doesn't go well together.
Okay,
Let's put it that way.
I'm still intrigued. Can I keep asking questions? Or
if you
can
want,
we
yeah.
stop it there?
Dig in.
Were you doing the licking of the cream?
Yeah. Yeah.
So it wasn't off your...
No.
It was you. Was it down?
Yeah.
Strawberries or just cream?
Cream.
What
Just-
flavour cream?
Whipped.
Not chocolate, not just
Vanilla.
plain? Just
Vanilla
plain.
plain cream.
Okay. You can see you're trying to erase it from your memory.
I am.
Okay.
It's not good.
I'll stop now.
Thank you.
Perhaps we go and get a...
Can of whipped cream?
You want a sundae after this? Perhaps a cherry on top?
I don't think I'll eat dessert for a year.
Yeah. Bet my parents wish that I'd do that at age 8.
There's been a lot of fat jokes at your expense this podcast,
Yeah.
and I really appreciate how well you take them.
I like it.
You love it.
You know, I think jokes are fine when it's at the expense of the person and they can handle it.
Yeah.
Like if you were saying things that really hurt me, I'd probably say, hey,
Like if I talked about your eyebrows or something.
Or my chin. My double chin.
Your cheeks, for example.
Oh, yeah. All right.
Or like your nose. What if I just spoke about like your face in general? That would be
your
upsetting.
entire being.
Yeah, like you as a person, as a human.
Yeah.
That would be too far.
Yeah.
I get it. Reprehensible.
Yeah. Just remember where you came from, little buck-toothed 25-year-old rat. Stay in your fucking lane, eh? Yeah. Wrecked.
Correct, motherfucker.
Yeah, I know what I'll be getting you for your birthday. 12 cases of whipped cream. That brings us to the end.
It does bring us to the end.
And we're not doing intros, so this is sayonara.
Sayonara. This is au revoir. Thanks for listening, guys. That was Ep 6.
Yes, and also if you get if you've seen any weird Hinge notes, would love them sent through to us.
Yeah, love them.
Or even like creepy DMs you get.
Wait, which episode is this?
6.
Sounds like sex when she says it.
You got really ratty look right now. Your teeth are doing something. Peter Pettigrew.
Thanks for listening, motherfuckers.
Have I ever showed you the bunny?
Please do.
Okay. Oh, sorry. It's visual. For everyone listening at home,
Yeah.
I look like a bunny right now.
You know what? There's nothing better for a podcast than a overtly visual joke.
Sorry, sometimes I forget. Sometimes I'm so in the moment.
Yeah, no, that was good.
Well, we'll be back same time next week.
Correct.
We love your feedback. Anything you want us to talk about, send it on through. At We Mean Well on the TikTok and the gram, our socials, at Jarchy, at Louisa Deldon.
Yep, 6 a.m. Wednesdays, baby. Get with it.
We're back. Bam, bedwetters.
Bedwetters for life.
See ya.
See ya.